Alright guys, and here we have a cheat deck profile here. Well, I'm just going to get to a little, I'm not going to spend forever doing this deck profile. Pretty much we have Evil Swarms here to go into Ophion, plus artifacts at a very minimal engine here. Only one bagel because of that. I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep the trap tricks in here. And if I don't keep the trap tricks in here, that means one more of each hand will go in. Gale the Whirlwind for... You'll see why. You might be able to see why it's good in this deck if the best hands. And BLS because of Lights and Darks. Standard stuff. I play 3 MSTs and 1 Ignition. Ignition and Cyclone are pretty much going to be more focused on destroying these 4. While MST just exterminates back row, Mind Control, and Soul Charge. Soul Charge is actually better than you think in here. Sanctums, 1 Nightmare because of 2 more mellow, Wiretap, Breakthroughs, and blah 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 blah. Extra deck, mainly noticeable cards here. We have Beals because it's a Dark Tuner. Wow. We have Scrap Dragon and Black Rose because it's possible, you know, to blow up the field if you ever need to, or if you just simply need to go for a level 7 here. So we're going to go play a game here. Too many doorbells. And let's see what we open up here. It still feels like a pretty typical hat deck here. We're gonna search out the bottomless just because it feels like, you know, the most standard thing to do. And then we're gonna play duality. And it's, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? 3 heliotropes in 1 duality. Only on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro does this ever happen. Okay. Luckily, this wasn't my draw for any reason. And I'm going to keep the double Cyclone in my hand because I really don't feel like I need it right now, as to speak. So, we don't know what we're playing yet. And I'm going to go ahead and movement, or it's ignition, it says movement on the card. And I'm going to go ahead and set the moral, or the blue guy. So, and we draw another back row hater card. We're going to go ahead and summon the, I want to go ahead and summon the Heliotrope because obviously he knows what that is. I'm going to go ahead and attack his face down. I mean, of course, it might be a Gear Armor or Gear Armor, but it is a Serene Psychic Witch, which will banish this. I think that eventually goes to his hand, or gets special summon eventually. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw 2 more back row to the mix here. And let's see, that is an Esper Girl, which means we're going to be playing... I think this might be a Psychic deck, but that's fine. And let's see, special summon, destroyed. Okay, so there's the Clerk. I need to read what Clerk does again. Send 1 card from your hand to graveyard, select second monster in your graveyard, banish it. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, select 1 monster, remove from play, and special summon it. I guess. And what is that? Remove it from play or something? I know that it comes back. Now I'm gonna wait until he does stuff, and he's gonna go to the end phase, which means I'm going to go double Cyclone. Ooh, Mind Over Matter. So we are definitely playing that. Let's see. So, do I want... See, he's going to get a banished card back to his hand. This one special summons. And it has to be sent from the field to the graveyard. So, it can be anything. So I'm really not a big fan of the current situation. Ooh, did I really just draw a breakthrough skill? Or not breakthrough skill, mind control? Ah, should we be that douchebag that just OTKs with this deck? Let's see. So if we were to 37... Well, I guess you kind of get the situation here. We were going to mind control and game. So we're going to do another game here. Hopefully we don't duality into triple heliotrope. I guess we'll get a shot at it here. Not heliotrope. I think I'm 100% fine with Solemn Warning. And I'm not going to drop the Gale yet. I think I get a feeling that this turn I'm going to drop, or next turn, I'm going to potentially drop a Beals. So, I mean, if we draw the BLS, wow, it's going to be ridiculous, I feel. And there's a Career Bandit. Now, I kind of want to let this go, but at the same time, I really don't want to know what he's going to do. So I'm actually going to let this go. Let's see what we're playing. Wow, talk about extremes. 3 Dark World dealings in a row. Milled by the... It might be a C.H.E.A.T deck. I think it's C.H.E.A.T's. I'm not sure. But we'll find out what he gets. He decides for one of the Dark World dealings. I think that's the C.H.E.A.T deck. Yep, the Hedgehog. And yeah, I want you to almost from your deck in your hand. I've never really played against this kind of deck. Now I really kind of want to Sanctum at the moment, but I just don't think it's the timing is right. I'm actually gonna hold back on this and see where this goes. And I'm perfectly fine with this. I'm perfectly fine with pitching my Dichotomy. Now Beast. Draw 1 card. So this apparently plays... So let's see. By card effect. Man, you could probably play these with Lightsworn or something like that, I believe. Now let's see. Now first, I have probably going to have a lot here to do. And he goes Solemn Warning. The bad news is that destroys the Sanctum. So that means I'm going to get to destroy one of his cards. I'm going to go after... What do I have in here? I'm probably going to hit the back row. And very good thing I did here. And I'm actually going to use Sanctum, or not Sanctum, Ignition, to really get something going here. Like, hopefully he'll eventually do some fusion, which I know that C.H.E.A.T's really play here. Let's see. This card is a great card effect. You switch some of this card from the graveyard, face down defense. It says special summon. So even, oh man, even if you're warning that, it doesn't do anything. You just put it back face down. You know what? That puts it face down. Okay. You can draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. That card's gonna be put. Oh yeah, never mind. It's a tribute monster. Okay. And then he goes Super Polymerization, which is another card that I really don't mind. I don't know how this is gonna work exactly, but I do know that. Oh, there's a Rainbow Crebo involved too, so that means there's probably going to be a BLS in this deck, and I need to read a lot of cards. And what's this? Draw 1 card. Okay, so you draw. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. You need to play against special summon more than once per turn. While this card is face up on the field, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Shaddoll, spell, or trap card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So, I'm really starting to experience. Oh, there's that BLS. And let's see. You target one, blah, 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 and there's no Shaddoll fusion. So, I'm going to go ahead and torrential the. You know what? Torrential is a better move. Now, this is not an issue at all, I don't think. Let's see. One and two. I know we're taking a lot of time here. Oh my god, that's probably the one card I didn't... You know what? Let me check. No, that was an okay top tag, actually. Now it says I cannot be destroyed by card effects. Your opponent's card effects. So, that means I probably should end up wanting to use the Gale Whirlwind finally. As it said, destroyed. I'm looking at this deck and I'm like, man, people are going to come up with some really broken combos with this, I feel. This Warning doesn't do anything with this deck. I think they're trying to get Warning to be a horrible card. Because if you're warning a lot of cards in this deck, it's just like, well, that sucks. But of course, then again, I never really... You know what? No. And this is where I'm just going to go... I think this is where I just go nuts. And it just sucks that I can only get rid of 2 of these monsters. Actually, hold on. This situation will be really good. I'm going to have Beals and a Pleiades. Or I can have Scrap Dragon Tyrus. You know, and as an added bonus, we'll even throw in the Ice Hand. So, let's see. Let's go Beals. Oh man, I don't even play Zenmayo, and the card's acting like a really good card right now. I really want to play Tyrus though. No. Means overall Pleiades is the better card. Because then I can do this. Oh. Attack with that card. I don't know what this does. Oh, that's the electromagnetic turtle. So that means he can battle Fader from the graveyard. That's what it does. But he goes ahead and takes it this time. I think we're in a pretty decent situation. You know, Beals and Gangbang and all that stuff. And we're going to go ahead and bounce this card. I don't care about that card. I'm just going to wiretap that card. And I'm going to go throw in an Ice Hand. Let's see. Does he have to... No, Soul Drain would stop it, but... Yeah, he's definitely going to be playing that turtle this turn. No doubt. There it is. And we'll just end here. I know I could pull out a Gaia Dragon, but I'm not going to use it until I know it's absolutely necessary. And I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do here. There's a lizard. Destroy the Alright, card effect. So I guess he did that for the one card. Ooh, he goes Trap Stone. Okay. I guess he wanted to get rid of my hand problem. And then I guess that's all he's going to do. And oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Just to be that person, we're going to use Rescue Rabbit's effect. And just because we don't have to go into Ophion, let's go. That was a normal summon. We're going to go into Ophion just because. I don't feel like pulling that guy out. Attack with Beals. It does something. You can do that. And that's kind of not what you would expect in a hand deck. Like this and this. Like really, that just sounds stupid. So anyways, that's the deck, and until next time, I don't know. Peace out, I guess.